What it is, y'all, it's your old boy Pilk, and I'm coming back today with another Dokkan battle video, and today, guys, we got both Vegito and Gogeta's EZAs, and we built teams for them earlier. Well, I'll start off with, this is the team that I built for Gogeta. Now, Gogeta needs a Pure Saiyans team, and if you watch my Vegito video, the astute among you will already have figured out the problem here. Well, not even problem, the hilarious, I guess, unnecessary amount of action, or an unnecessary amount that went into this. So, initially, I set this one up first, okay? Pure Saiyans, a lot of fun, very easy. We got both the 8th anniversary LRs. We've also got the new Carnival Goku. We've got this guy who's got an EZA recently, and both the Super Saiyan 4s. They got EZAs a while back. So, a really solid team. A really phenomenal team. Let me show you the team that I built for Vegito. Okay? If we go through here, let's go to there. So, here's the Vegito team that I put together. Realm of Gods. But you'll notice they're kind of all Pure Saiyans. So, in reality, I could run that team if I wanted to. I literally could run the team we built for Gogeta, or the team we built for Vegito for Gogeta. But I really want to run these other units. If I'm terribly honest, I think the other team will link up better. I think the other team's going to have better link skills. Well, for the most part, with rare exception. But we've got new anniversary units, so let's just flex them while we have the opportunity. Now, the reality is, if you don't have the new units, you can go run that Realm of Gods team that I built for Vegito very easily. It's so super simple. So some out there actually did not pull. I know a very good friend of mine, a longtime friend of the channel, who didn't pull any of the anniversary units, unfortunately. So that individual is free to play. So it's really, really, really unfortunate. But it's nice to know there are other options out there. So, do bear that in mind. This is not the only build. In fact, if I'd built the Realm of Gods team first, I probably would have figured this out before hitting the upload button and going, literally was, I want to say like 2 or 3 minutes after I hit the upload button going, is that really? And it was. It totally was. So, just funny. Just you know, sometimes you get tunnel vision, right? You've got this vision of what you want your team to be, and that just was what it was. All right. Let's see. 3.1 mil. I wasn't sure this guy would do very well here because he's not linked up very well, and I haven't really worked on his link skills at all. But 2.3 mil, I'm not mad. I'm really, honestly not mad. Okay, I'm going to have to move these guys around because they are obviously not going to link up together like that. But it doesn't really matter what happens here because this is it. It's a real easy event. Now, the one really, really bright side to this team versus the other team, this team has a lot of AGL. So, number one, it's got a lot of AGL, so they're going to have type advantage. Whereas the other one has a lot of int, so it's going to have type advantage. Number two, this unit has half. If I'm barring the friend unit, half of the units that we put on the team are actually EZA'd. So it really just goes to show the power of EZA'd LRs. And I thought that was kind of like the prime focus of it for me, was using new units, and the units that weren't new were EZA'd LRs. So, I really like that. I think this is just a fun build. So, say what you will about my egregious action in not realizing that I'd literally built 2 teams when I only needed to build the one. But the reality is, they're just too fun to use. They really are just too fun to use. So, it's... what did Bob Ross say? There are no mistakes, just happy little accidents. There you guys go. It's just an enjoyable thing for me. And once again, if I had to choose between the two, I think this is my favorite of the teams to run. Just because, I mean, maybe new units, whatever, I'm enjoying them. But the int Easy Aid Godku on the other team really put in work, but everyone else was kind of like, in the modern realm of things, just kind of like, okay, all right. So this team actually, I think, has potential to do better just from a raw damage perspective. So there's my argument. I'll you know what? I'm going to retract all my previous statements. I did it on purpose. I deliberately did it. I didn't make a silly mistake and make excuses in the backside. No, I wanted this team to be different. And therefore, that's why that happened. That everyone can see through that. The transparency is insane. But let's keep watching these two work. I love the 8th LR. I keep talking about it, and I think I've talked about it in just about every video we've done on these guys. But going into the anniversary, you heard a lot of how lackluster the 8th anniversary units are, and I think the 8th anniversary units are phenomenal. I would almost argue that because of the way people acted, I would argue they're probably underrated. I think these units are, if not misunderstood, definitely misrepresented. I'm having a great time with these units. Very much enjoying them. So, if there's an argument that Orange Piccolo and Gohan or any of the Saiyan units or whatever outshine these, I really don't think that's necessarily the case. And if anything, actually, when the Saiyan units came out, I was one of those people that was, kind of harping on about them not being a DFELR. And I kind of understand it. So let me kind of mow this over with you guys for a minute while we continue on down this path. So when the Saiyan Day units came out, they came out just shortly after the anniversary, right? Saiyan Day's in early March. So the anniversary had literally just ended. And it was about as far from the anniversary as Worldwide Celebration is from the global anniversary. So everything was still pretty fresh. And if I call it a problem, it's probably not. It's probably a gross misrepresentation. But one of the underlying issues with having DFE LRs on a joint celebration between the two anniversaries is that by the time the DFE LRs get to global for the anniversary, they have maybe been outshined a bit by the prior units. Now, those units just being regular Dokkan Fests felt a little cheated at the time, but actually it might be actually quite strategic in that if they were DFE LRs and they were power creeps on the anniversary units, by the time we got these anniversary units, then we would have felt a little cheated. So I kind of see what Akatsuki's going for, and I apologize, guys. I'm having really bad summer allergies for some reason. I don't know what's going on. I never have summer allergies. But please do just pardon the issues here. I'm fine for about 10 minutes, and then we start recording, and for whatever reason, I don't know what it is, but for whatever reason, everything just goes completely haywire, and it's just really bad at the moment. But nevertheless, getting back to the game, I kind of see it. Like, it was something I didn't quite fathom at the time. It's not something I didn't quite put two and two together when it came to the Saiyan Day argument and then this. But I kind of get it, actually. I kind of get it. You don't want to damage the Anniversary LR by dropping something better than it before it gets to your secondary platform. So I totally understand it. I totally get it now. And I think that's something maybe I didn't fully grasp at the time. All right. We got 2 more runs here. I'm just going to go ahead and auto these last 2 and get this over with, because I think it's pretty obvious at this point that this team really... This team can handle it. This team can do it. This team has absolutely no problems just wiping this event completely off the map. So, I apologize, guys. I really am suffering here. Yeah, really, I've got nothing else to say. Just let the team do its job. It is so good. And if there's one, like I said, one defense to running this team over the other team, it's that this team is just monstrous. Just insane. In fact, this could be a team we could probably recycle, now that I'm thinking of it, into some of the other events. We could probably run these guys with the Shenrons. We could run these guys with something else. This is a team, if you guys want to see this team, specifically this team again, let me know in the comments. It is something I'm definitely not opposed to. In fact, if you want to see the other team again, we can definitely do that. But this team being kind of special, this team being specially chosen here, would be a lot of fun. The only exception would be, I don't think, because, well, it is Pure Saiyans, but they're not Power of Wishes. I don't think we can stretch it enough to make the other 2 Easy A's fit on here. If we can, I will. Vegito could. But then we would basically, what we'd wind up having to do if I'm just, I've got to sit down and ponder this, because I think honestly, if we change the leader, if we swap the leader from the GTs to the Boos, and then swap the Super Saiyan 4s for these 2 units, I think that might work. I will have to try that out. I'm not 100% certain that that's a thing. I'm not 100% certain that's a thing. But we can give it a shot here. So that is level 9. We got 1 more to go. Here we are. Enemy level 10. Let's do this. And you can see we've already gotten our extra mission there done. I don't want to call these Easy A's easy, because I don't think we've had an Easy A in a long time that's been difficult. But I will say the team building aspect for this one was exceptionally fun. And that's one of the things that I kind of got into when I first was designing the teams for these, is I realized how much I really enjoyed building teams for these events. And I think that's probably the most fun part of it for me. That's probably a weird thing. Running the event is really honestly secondary to just the team building experience. So let's go ahead and finish this up. Let's see how many turns this takes. At this point, we're just on auto. We're just letting the computer do its thing, because as you can see here, getting multiple super attacks out of 1 unit, and I think each one of the new LRs is capable of 4, I think, total super attacks each. So there's no question they're going to put in work. Here comes the new Goku, and he's got type advantage, but he didn't really do much, honestly. I think a lot of that just comes down to the Link skills. I think if there's one major problem with that unit, is honestly the Links aren't great, but he didn't tank that hit, so what can I say? You know, what can I say? All right. Though we are, I'm not going to lie, I expect us to be a little further along. I haven't been paying a huge amount of attention because we did relegate this to auto. And so when I did that, I kind of tuned out here for a second. So this is turn 2, but I expected it to be a little bit, I expect this to be a little bit further along at this point. So I don't know what's up with that. Honestly, don't know what's up with that. Let's take a look here. So we've got the GT units again. Okay, 2.1 mil. Maybe it's just his ability to tank is a little bit more robust than I expected. Because 2.1 mil out of that U-Super, that U-Super should hit a lot harder. Maybe we're just not linked up. It could... honestly, that's probably what it is. It's because I see that the Spirit Bomb absorbs Goku is here in the center. And I think if, honestly, the Super Saiyan 4s were in the center, they probably would have linked up better. That is what it is, though. That's... honestly, that's the auto run. Now, they've got type advantage, or he's got type advantage, so let's see what they do to him. So, I dare say, he has truly shown his worth in this event. But we are on turn 3, and I think last time, I think the other EZA we beat in 2 turns at level 10. Now, you could relegate that to bad RNG, having the rotations all weird. You could relegate that to any number of things. But, there you guys go. So, either team should do the trick, though. Go out and build your teams. Go have fun. Like, comment, share. I'll be back with more Dokkan for you guys here really soon.